Hey everybody, what we're doing is I cleaned this carpet about 12 days ago and it looked immaculate. I cleaned it with Bedco Green Earth or Bedco Ink Cap and it looked amazing. But then he had a flood in here. Someone's upstairs dishwasher flooded and it flooded half the room. So I'm gonna do a reclean. This time I'm using Bridgepoint OS-1. So we're gonna clean with this product and you guys get to see how things are. And I'm spray capping. So here we get started. Oh man, I don't know if you see this on camera, but there's dark stains here from the flood waters right in this area. They're in about 4 foot of the room and this is taking the stuff right on out. But he was devastated because I just cleaned this carpet like a week and a half ago and it looked so beautiful. And then he had a flood from his upstairs neighbor and he was just sick. Because it looked so good and then it looked awful after the flood receded. Now my brother, Joe, you guys know Joe, he's operating the camera. He's using the joystick and he's still getting used to it. We don't film most of our work, so he don't get a lot of opportunity to mess with that. But so anyway, but he's trying to see if he can keep the camera on point the whole time, and he's working his way into knowing how to do it better and better. Let me stop here and pump up the little sprayer. Back in business. Now this chemical we're using, Bridgepoint OS-1, it's a premium ink cap. It's made so you can encapsulate like dog urine, stuff like that, without any kind of water extraction, truck mounting, and that stuff. And it's an older chemical that's been around a while, but it's one of the best chemicals out there. People don't talk about it today because there's so many chemicals on the market that people are just going through so many chemicals. That this one here, this was popular like 10 or 12 years ago, and it's a great chemical, but it's not as popular today as it was back then because there's so many chemicals out there, and carpet painters, they tend to be chemical junkies. You put a new chemical on the market, they'll throw away a chemical that works real good to try something new, and then they'll forget about the chemical they were using. But this is one of those forgotten abouts that should not be forgotten about because it's a high quality chemical. But this will actually encapsulate dog urine from a carpet where you don't need to do a extraction with water. You don't need to do a controlled flood, none of that. But there's not really dog urine in this carpet per se, although this guy has a dog. What I'm doing this for is because it's just going to clean all the nasty flood water and stuff out. When you have a flood on a carpet, there's stuff underneath the down in the subfloor under the pad that will definitely wake up. You don't know dirt's down there, but it is. So this will get all that, all the stuff that's come up to the surface a little bit. It'll definitely annihilate all that stuff. This thing's looking better already. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but trust me, I'm not gonna lie to you. It looks good. If it didn't look good, I'm gonna lie to you. I'll just shut the camera off and not make the video. So yeah, I'm telling you the truth. Now I'm gonna make another video. I don't know if it'll be today or this weekend or a week from now, depending on what happens with me and Joe. I might make it today and put another video up in a couple of days. But I'm gonna tell people stuff that's, you know, where me and Joe have changed and we're different. We've changed some stuff that we used to do or used to not do that we're doing now. So, but I'll explain that. Like using the end cap. Y'all that know us know we hate end cap, but we don't now. With chemicals like this, end cap's okay. I'll be right back. I got to fill a little water in my sprayer. I'll be back in a second. I'll start to pull off. Little pad cap. Okay, I had to add a little water. Sorry about that. Gotta get some go-go juice. Oh, you can't clean. All right, back to the activity. You know, a lot of people have asked me, when using these smaller sprayers, doesn't it bug you when you have to stop and fill them up? I'm like, well, you gotta fill up 2-gallon sprayer too here and there. If you're doing enough work, you gotta fill up the 4-gallon sprayer. So no, it don't bug me to have to stop and fill this up. You saw I was going for 30 seconds or less, 20 seconds, whatever. It's nothing to fill this stuff up. It's not a time-consuming urgency of no time. But yeah, I can fill the thing up right quick and get back to the action, the cleaning. Let me see, is there any more here? Okay, this is especially, so I'm going to hit it one more time with a quick blast. Just in case. Now the way this Bridgepoint OS-1 is designed, technically you don't even have to bonnet it. You can just spray it on a carpet, work it in with a brush, and then it encapsulates everything and pulls the dirt off as it goes. You can pad cap, or in my case, spray cap with it, but you don't have to. Now what I'm going to do is the spray capping portion's finished. I may do a pad cap. Hang on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if the carpet's wet enough to pad cap. If it's not, I'm not pad cap. Oh yeah, it's wet enough. So what I like to do when I do a spray cap or a spray buff, I like to follow up with a pad cap or a bonnet clean. Because if the carpets are wet, why not work them, right? I mean, when they're dry, that's different, but if they're wet, you should work them. And that's what I'm doing. Might as well take full advantage of the dampness. It's working for you, not against you. Now, I'm going to be outright honest with you guys. When I'm done with this carpet will either be dry or it'll be a couple of minutes from being dry. And I'm not joking around. It'll be dry very, very fast. If you do like a spray cap like I did, and then you go back over it with a pad cap like I'm doing now, where you're drying up the carpets, they will dry amazingly quick. Now you guys, when this video's over, get ready because there will be more videos. I got some videos going to explain some things that y'all don't know nothing about. It's just some of our secrets that we do, things we know about for, you know, the other carpet cleaners don't do that we do. It's not weird stuff either. It's cool stuff. So, and it's good to know. I'll make a video soon sharing all that information. I'm going to try to face the camera as much as I can. When I went in the other room to get some spray, Joe's in there and he said, try to face the camera. I was like, oh, really? Okay. So I may have my back to the camera too much and people can't see as much as the activity if I'm standing between the camera and the Oreck. So I'll try to do as much stuff aiming into the camera as I can. For y'all that don't know, I use gliders on all my jobs. You see how easily I'm controlling this machine with one hand? I use two hands most of the time, but if I want to, I can clean with one hand, and it's very, very easy. The glider really makes that an easy thing to do. It's funny when you're making a video, you'll go in directions you'd never go if you were just cleaning. But there's a video, so I'm trying to get, I'm trying to get the camera to see as much of the stuff as possible besides seeing me from behind. So let me see what we got here. Oh, I'm scared to go over that one more time. That I'm not, because I sprayed it again, so it's heavier wet. Yeah, this is, let me see. Well, I guess I can hit one more hit over it. The more you go over it, the drier it's going to be. Let me run over it again right quick. I'm still pad capping, so when you got excess moisture on the carpets like this, you might as well use it because it's your, I mean, if it's wet, it'll clean more and more as you go. I mean, it will to a point until it's just so clean it can't clean up any better. So you might as well go over the carpets till they start to dry. Other way. Okay, I'm kind of afraid to do much more than that. Let me see where we're at. That feels real good. That's 20 minutes away from being dry. When you get a carpet 20 minutes away from being dry, you gotta be careful running a bonnet over it. You could cause some, you could damage your carpet fibers, the tips. So I'm gonna call it quits on that. So I guess that's all there is to this video. So we used Bridgepoint OS-1. It's an end-cap painter. I don't know how good you can see in here, but trust me, it's astonishing how it worked. Of course, we used the Oreck over, an Oreck bonnet. I'm gonna tell you, they're the best. I don't care what no one says. They got cotton in them and polyester. They blended. They work great. We used a glider. So I think that's the video, though. So we're gonna shut her down. And I got some more coming out in a few days, some informative videos. So that's it. Bye-bye.